Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Al Kaline is our subject. And Eric, he's coming into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending that streak in this one?
Well, Matt, to me it really comes down to his approach. I think he's really been focused on seeing the ball deep into the strike zone instead of lunging out for it. When hitters wait for the ball, they tend to use the whole field, and that almost always returns good results. If he continues to use that approach, I definitely like his chances of extending the streak in this case.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Al Kaline will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago. Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Solo shot here to left, number 25 for him on the year, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, if you've got power, hey, you go for it. I mean, he just keeps those hands high, drives right on through the baseball. Full extension. That ball ain't coming back.
Here we go now. Let's go. Hey, all right. Here we go now. Come on.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, one down now. One down. Hey, get your pitch up there.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better.
Al Kaline will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
Here we go. Right now, fellas.
On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going. Quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Today, game 2 of this 4-game set between the Erie Seawolves. See how they stack up right there. Al Kaline will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first.
Stay hot, baby. Stay hot.
Now here's the first pitch. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. And that hitting streak of his continues to grow as it's reached an even dozen ball games now. Al Kaline will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Make it one here. Here we go, guys. Let's go.
And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 26 for him on the season as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. It's time for Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. Al Kaline will stand in and look at that average.
Just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Villarreal is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No strike. Al Kaline will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Try that pitch, huh? Here you go. One down, one down. All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the street.
He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Al Kaline will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And they are really hitting their stride now as this will cut into that deficit even further.
Yeah, it's not too often that you see a runner on second fail to score on a double. I think he had to hold up a little here to see if that ball was going to be caught. And by the time he got moving, the ball was already on its way back into the infield.
Lenny Rogers will step in. Singleton came around to
Score on the mound, so that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
and he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
These guys just keep chipping away. A run scores here on the sac fly, and don't look now, but they're making their way back into this ball game.
Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And they're able to inch a bit closer on the sac fly as this is now just a 1-run deficit. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the AA Eastern League. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. Al Kaline will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first.
Let's go right here. Hey, let it fly.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score to make this a 1-0 ball game. And he continues his red-hot hitting. That'll push his hitting streak to 14 now.
Victor.
Al Kaline will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
Al Kaline.
Hey, push it first.
You can do it. Let's go, man.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
You can do it.
Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is... Al Kaline will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Now the first pitch, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
One out.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Here's a ground ball now, and it's going to get through the hole, then into left field, a base hit. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Binghamton Mets and the Erie Seawolves. Al Kaline makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Kaline.
First pitch of the inning is bounced up the middle, and they're going to get themselves a base runner rather quickly here as that's into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen.
Al Kaline stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man...
Al Kaline will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Al Kaline.
Lined hard to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center. Welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we move closer to the start of Eastern League action with tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Al Kaline is in the glow. And guys, he's got a pretty nice hitting streak going right now. He's up to 15 games coming into this one.
Yeah, Matty, he's definitely been feeling it up there. It's been fun to watch. Looks like he's keeping it simple and seeing the ball very well. Sometimes you just get in a zone for a while, so I hope he stays in it for this one.
Well, you know, I just like the confidence he is clearly taking with him to the plate every time he goes up there. He just flat out looks like he's going to get a hit every time he digs into that box. And you know what? A pitcher can feel that too. Now, no one likes to face a guy who looks completely at ease and sure of himself at the plate. And that's who this guy is right now. And if he keeps that up, this streak can carry on for a long time.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Binghamton Mets and the Erie Seawolves. Al Kaline will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Ground ball, 2 people right in.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. swing, and a ball bounced back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough.
Kaline will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Cuellar is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth. Kaline will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Oh, he goes right with the fastball, and this is stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. The relay, and he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Bryant Phelps will step in, a ground-out victory.
He's looking for on the mound, so that's good restraint to hold back.
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. Throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
When you've got a pitcher out there tiring, struggling to throw strikes, you've got to be on your toes down there at third. And once this skips away, he doesn't hesitate. He winds up coming across to score on the wild pitch.
Kaline will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it as this one's hit in the air to deep left field. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast is straight away left, and that is 27 for him on the year as it's now down to an 8-run ballgame.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far.